there, this is Chad with Zombie Fight Shark. Welcome to episode 10 of the COMPLEX-1 complete walkthrough series in Reason. And we are discussing every single module in the COMPLEX-1. At this point, we have covered, over half of them. Last episode, we covered the comb delay. And in this one, we're going to talk about LFO, this LFO box here, innocent-looking LFO guy. If you don't know LFOs, you need to know them because they are super important and super powerful, especially in COMPLEX-1. So let's get into it. There's not a ton of stuff. It won't take long. Let's have fun. All right. So I have a basic patch here that I am taking advantage of two things that the LFO has to offer. One of them is just the obvious that you can route the LFO into anything. And here I've got it routed into pitch. And you can see I have selected the stepup 4. We'll go over these in a second, but I've selected that one to go to my pitch. So you'll hear what it sounds like in a second. And I have used the reset option right here from the gate, which means every time I hit a key, it resets the LFO back to the bottom, right? So let's see what that sounds like. So you probably noticed it there. So if I hold the note down, then it automatically resets on its own, but so every time I hit it, I'm getting the same thing. So you can have all kinds of fun with that. But that's what the reset option does on the LFO. It resets the LFO however you're triggering it. I triggered it with gate. You could trigger it with another LFO. You could trigger it all kinds of ways, but it resets it back to the beginning. Just another quick example. If I have a really long ramp, and it just starts over every time I hit it. You get the idea. Let's look at all the options that we have for the different wave types. So these should be pretty familiar to you. Sine, triangle, square, ramp, random, decay, step up 3, step up 4, step up down, smooth random. So couple different things there. So these first 4, those are basic things. So sine, and we'll continue to just use this pitch example because that's you can hear it. It's very obvious what it's doing. So your sine and your triangle are very similar. Anytime you're trying to if you were just trying to create some kind of chip tune 8-bit, square waves are your friends because a lot of the early stuff was created purely with square waves and pulse waves because there weren't that many options. So just if you're ever trying to do that, little tip, it's a freebie. There we go. Yeah, now we're playing a game. All right, so ramp, like we said, now random, or sample and hold. So it's random, but that's your kind of standard sample and hold. Decay, you can see what from there, a little different. You know, you got ramp, but this is a little different because it's got a little exponential curve there to it. So that's kind of cool. 3-step, then we got 4-step. You've seen that. Step up, step down. So as you, this example here, you know, you can kind of tune this pitch a little bit. If you play with that a little bit, then you get some more interesting stuff. And if you're ever trying to tune a very small amount, if you hold shift and, you know, drag, click and drag, then you'll get very incremental stuff. So that is harmonic. It sounds like a Trans Am song, or at least the start of one. If you don't know Trans Am, go check them out. They're an awesome band. Then smooth random. I think pretty familiar with that. Sort of a semi-standard thing. Just it's random, but they smoothed out the edges, so slip slides up and down. And not a whole lot more here. So we have the LFO Rate Amount, and you can automate that, of course. Let's just automate it by velocity. So very gentle there. Very hard. So I'm playing very softly there, just barely pressing the note down. Now when I play progressively hard, do you see what it does? That's just one of many fun things you can do. Then last but not least, we have the LFO outs. So you've probably seen me use this a dozen or more times already. So if I think the easiest way here to understand this, that's what you see there is what's going out, right? And if you look down at the oscilloscope, you can see your wave. Now, if we do the negative, it's just doing the reverse or inverse of what the regular LFO is. So it just gives you the option of, you know, you can do it one way, or it can go either way. You know, that's kind of a fun one there. And that's it for the LFO. Beyond that, it's really just knowing, hey, this is one of the most useful things that you have in your arsenal. You know, it's one of the very common uses of LFO is thickening up the sound. You know, if you have two of the same pitch, then you can run an LFO to one of them, and it will fluctuate the pitch and kind of thicken up your sound. And it, you know, also can create chorus effects and other stuff too. But There's lots of other things I could go on for a while. Not going to. Just, you know what it does now. You know how to use it. So don't forget your LFOs, because they are important. In the next episode, we are going to talk about the mix section here. Little different guy, changing gears. Not a whole lot there, easy to understand. It's gonna be a fun one. Thank you for your eyes and ears on this. Please like and subscribe. You know how that stuff goes. I do appreciate any comments you leave. Let me know how it's going for you. If there's something that doesn't make sense, then let me know and I will try to address it. I will see you next time. Cheers.